Yo, Zetters, what the fuck is up? Okay, look, first, freaking a small disclaimer. Look, this is right after I've live streamed the update, live stream reaction, and after that ended, they immediately gave us the test build, so I had to check it out with everybody who was live with me right there. It was very fun. We had like at one point we went to like 71 people at the same time. I'm really freaking glad. That is such a freaking nice feeling and such a dream come true, to be honest. I never thought we would go past like 30. But yeah, we've more than doubled that, so with each update this is getting even better. Plus, I think Netmarble actually blessed us with the test build being there as soon as the live stream ended. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And I'm also gonna warn you guys that this is gonna be a really long video. I'm gonna talk about everything that you need to know about this update, so that I will be able to cover everything. Now, first of all, let's start with the changes in the game looks. I don't think there's a lot of changes in the lobby. Right here we have some changes though with the custom gears, ISO 8s, cards, and also the Urus. They display, or actually even the type enhancement kits, they display their rarity with their color way better than before. It is actually really pleasing to the eye, at least for me. Some people are gonna have a problem with it, as always. They will feel like it is such a freaking annoying thing to look at. But yeah, I definitely like the colors right here. I swear I freaking like it, and I do. Now, let's start by checking out the new items. Or do you want me to check out the new characters? I think I should go with the new characters first, okay? Let's go with the new characters first, and then we'll see the uniforms, and then we'll see the new items, new cards, and everything. We've got new freaking premium cards. We've got new CTPs, okay? New freaking CTPs. So that is gonna be freaking cool to see. Let's first go with Slapstick. A lot of people didn't really think this guy was gonna be cool. A lot of people were like, what the fuck are they doing? They're giving us a cartoonish character that sucks and stuff like that. But nope, this guy is actually awesome, as I freaking thought. I was the only one who was telling everybody that this is gonna be the best character of the update from the new characters, and he actually was. Let me in the meantime upgrade all of his skills that can be upgraded, or will change the effect stats by getting upgraded. So yeah, that is actually what you should do. These are basically the skills that you should max out. It was, oh actually never mind, I went into the freaking skill preview. Let me go back and show you the skills that you need to max out. First of all, the first skill you don't touch. The second skill you max it out for the immunity and the penetration. I think that changed as well. The third doesn't change anything. The fourth will increase the all defense down, and the fifth will increase the damage accumulation. Now let's start with the first skill. The first skill will basically deal some burn damage. It's not even an iframe, so don't freaking do it. The second skill is pretty funny to look at, and it will have a freaking penetration for super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, invincibility effect, and the immunity for 4 seconds. The third skill will have a knife frame. It's a pretty long one, so it's good. The passive will allow him to revive, so that is freaking nice, with half of his health. The fourth will have all defense down. It will be ignoring immunity, so it will work in Wolbas Ultimate. That is very good. I didn't actually see that from the live stream. His super armor and all defenses will go up by 60%. For 5 seconds he will get an all attack, all speed, and critical rate buff from the fourth skill. The fifth skill will give him the damage accumulation, and that is dependent on the damage that he deals, not damage that gets dealt to him. So that is definitely very good. Types of characters that have this kind of damage accumulation are Ghost Panther, Quicksilver with the uniforms, Reed Richards with his uniform, and Spider-Man 2099 with his uniform. So those are really good characters, thanks to the damage accumulation. So this guy is going to be pretty cool as well. Let's go with the skill preview right now, so that you guys can see what he can do. I'm gonna talk about the leadership skill and the tier 2 passive as well, but I just forgot. Let me just get everything to high quality. Basically, if you're close, he will hit with the hammer. If you're from a bit farther away, he will snap and shoot some type of bullets in there. It's so funny, and it will have some lightning as well. That is really cool. He's like the best looking character of the update. He's very quirky and freaking cool to look at. The first skill is not an iframe, as I said. It has a lot of explosions. The second skill has the invincibility, I think, or the immunity. Oh yeah, it has the immunity for 4 seconds. It has a beam, and it's funny. It actually reads out beam right there. Okay, freaking beam. Okay, that is so funny. The third skill has the iframe, as I said, and it will explode as well at the end. The fourth skill is it's basically the like Iron Hammer fourth skill. It gives him the immunity, I think, immediately, or maybe a bit later. I don't know, I can't tell yet. Let me see. Yeah, it is immediate. It's not like with Iron Hammer where he gets it pretty late. Let's see the fifth skill. It is an iframe, by the way. It is such a good, funny skill to look at. We didn't get anything with the bouncing effects or him bending around or stuff like that, but it's still such a freaking nice skill. They were saying that you can cancel it as soon as you see the comic book there. You can do the fourth skill and go into the third, and you can see the explosion, and you can have this other explosion. So yeah, you can work with that. Let's exit out and see his leadership and his tier 2 passive. The leadership is just lightning resist, so it's not really that cool. The tier 2 passive will give him only 40% chance when attacking to give him this stats: all attack, all defense buff, and all speed buff. Also, the skill damage and bonus damage increases. You can see the percentages there by on your own. Let's next go with Gorilla Man. I'm expecting him to be on the same power level as a Beast with uniform, or as Thing. So it's not really a bad type of bad type of characters to compare him to, but still not really that amazing. Where in the hell is he, by the way? I'm not seeing him. By the way, Slapstick is gonna be a premium character. You can get him on the bio selectors. This guy is actually free. You can get him with bio selectors and not X genes, so that is actually very welcome. I'm gonna be saving some of my bio selectors from Shadowland for this guy, so that is really cool. I'm not really in a rush to get him though, but just saying. So let's go with the first skill right now. Or actually, let's first see which skills you need to max out. I think the third is going to be one of them, because it does change his stats. And let's just first max out his skills and then talk about what he gets. This one, nope, and this one shouldn't get maxed out either. So the only skill you need to max out is the third. The others you can leave at level 1. Now let's talk about them. Just stun on the first skill, stun on the second. All attack, all defense buff, and character size increase, and also invincibility for 4 seconds on the third. The passive gives him 50% increase of HP. The fourth has stun, and the fifth has all debuff removal and some shock damage, and also 5 seconds of silence, which I didn't notice at first. The leadership skill gives him all defense or all speed, gives all allies all speed increase, which doesn't even matter. The tier 2 passive will increase critical rate by or guaranteed critical rate by 30%, increase all damage received by 30, and it will increase the effective skill Ape Instinct. I think at tier 1 this was lower, so at tier 2 this gets to 50% increase of HP. I think this was like 45 or maybe even lower. So yeah, that makes sense. Or actually, it may have been 25%. So at tier 2 it gets to 50, and he's kind of a tank kind of character, more of a character like thing than Beast. So yeah, this is actually pretty fun. This is the basic attack. The second skill has an iframe at the beginning, but it's not such a safe skill with the rest of the animations, since it's not even an iframe. The second skill is a full iframe kind of, and he leaves off some blasts at the end, so that is really cool with some mines. Let's use the third skill. It will have the character size increase and also the invincibility for 4 seconds. So I would suggest that after doing the third skill, you would go into the fourth, because it's not an iframe, but it's a pretty like from the looks, it looks like it's a skill that will have pretty nice damage. The fifth skill is an iframe though. It does have some small gaps right there, like for example, right here. It does have a small gap. It will like bring down those electricity poles or whatever they're called. So he's pretty safe, to be honest. You can go like 3 into the fourth, do the second or something, and do the fifth skill in the end or something like that. You could start with the fifth, but just first of all, or just make sure to go with the fourth skill after the third, so that you're in the invincibility when you're not in an iframe. But yeah, he's a pretty fun character to play with. And as I've said, most of the characters now are going to be good characters. You're not going to see any more of those really bad characters to play with, like the really bad characters to keep alive. And he's like a normal bioselector character, so he's going to be the free character of the update. Sadly, this guy is going to be the paywall, as I said. Now let's try to find Negasonic Mutant Warhead or Teenage Warhead, whatever the name is. I really hate her name, it's really long. Now the way you get her is from Danger Room, from the Negasonic special training. Let's see if we can get the thing to appear. Nope, we can't. We're gonna see it when the update drops. So it's probably gonna be like 4.5k crystals, and you're gonna get like 1.2 back. So that's gonna be like 3.3 crystals. 3.3k crystals. You're gonna have to waste a lot of energy on Danger Room, at least for the first time, so that you can get her to tier 2, but that's probably not gonna take you more than half an hour. Just playing like 10 times maybe, and you're gonna be able to get her at tier 2 immediately. Like when you buy it, you're gonna get her at 6 stars at level 1. Do not use her, do not level her up or anything. Just by playing Danger Room and seeing the quest that you have to complete, you will be getting her to tier 2 pretty fast, in like really early in the missions. The special trainer will still go on, but you're mainly gonna get like a gold or feathers or crystals for X-Men characters, which are gonna be such a huge waste because those are limited. But anyway, now let's see her skills. And actually, she's a pretty cool character, as we saw from the test build when I was live streaming. So on the first skill, she has all defense decrease. Let's see if this increases. Yes, it does. First of all, let me just max out the skills. I just got the test build, and actually I just got the credentials that I need to use to log in and get most of the characters unlocked and the uniforms bought already, and that way wow, does this not really change? Well, that sucks. At least the guard changes, so you still have to max it out, but the damage accumulation doesn't really change, so that is kind of sad. She does have some really low damage accumulation, but whatever. Still, I think the fourth needs to be maxed out as well. Okay, she does have a lot of skills that you need to max out apparently, so that's also something you need to keep in mind, and this should be another skill that you need to max out. But as you can see, mainly her skills are really good as well, even though the third skill with the damage accumulation is kind of a letdown because it's not increasing this stat. Anyway, the first skill has all defense down, but it's not gonna work on Wolbas Ultimate. The second skill has critical rate increase by 30%. The third skill has damage accumulation that will work on damage that you deal, so that's actually really good, but the stats are not going to be as high as other characters. Still really good. She will get a guard for 8 hits for 8 seconds on the third skill. The passive will give her critical damage increase by 30% and critical rate increase by 30%. So that's really good. The fourth is going to give her all defense down, but this time it's going to work on Robust Ultimate. So she's going to be really interesting to look at or to see how well she works. She does have skills that work with energy attack, so probably it's gonna be a character that would usually go against Black Dwarf, but in Wolbus Ultimate he is very hard to kill. So I'm guessing you would use her in against Corvus probably, but we'll see. We'll see the damage on her. She also has Fracture, Stun, and Incapacitation. And on the fifth, she has all defense decrease again, but this time it also works on Wolbus Ultimate, decreases all speeds, stun for 2 seconds, removes debuffs, increases all attacks, all speeds, critical rate by 65%, so that's really freaking high. That's maxing out all the critical rate, and removes incapacitation, invincibility for 5 seconds, and she can freaking heal for 15%. So that is actually really good. She's a really worthy character to get. And another thing that you have to keep in mind is that, as they always say, these are not the final stats, so a couple of things may change. Some iframes may get inserted in there, like for example what we had with Namor. For example, Namor didn't even have any iframes apart from the tier 3 skill being an iframe, and after the update dropped they actually fixed that. Now the leadership skill decreases debuff duration. This is actually really good. Not as good as removing debuff, but still it's pretty good for timeline. The tier 2 passive is actually really freaking amazing. 65% chance to increase critical damage by 50 and on critical attacks. Super armor on all defenses will go up by 100%. That's really high, and it will decrease all damage received by 30%. So she's kind of gonna be a tank, and she's kind of gonna have pretty nice damage. So that is like the best of both worlds, and the fact that she can heal as well is really nice. Now let's see. The first skill, it's an iframe, but only at the beginning. The funny thing about her is that she can iframe with every basic attack, though you don't do it really often because it's pretty slow. But when you're in a pinch or anything like that, you can use the basic attack and she can freaking iframe. That's funny as hell. But yeah, the first skill is an iframe, but just at the beginning. The second skill is an iframe, but it has gaps, like really huge gaps. The third skill has the damage accumulation. So you want to go fourth and go onto, like, you're gonna go 3 and then go into the wait, did I not see the animation this time? What? Doesn't she have that black sphere? Whatever, let's go with this, the fourth skill. It is an iframe, but you kind of want to start with the third first to be in the guard and also to get the damage accumulation. After that it has an iframe, so it's pretty good. The fifth skill has a really good animation, by the way. It's not an iframe though, so I don't know if you want to go with the third and then the fifth real quick, and then be using the fourth and get the iframe at the end. So maybe that would be a wiser choice, going like 3, cancel 5, and then as soon as it's done, doing the fourth and still getting the iframe. But yeah, she is pretty easy to play with. I'm guessing the heal is gonna help as well, so yeah, don't worry about it too much. I freaking have some fun, right? Let's just enjoy this shit, right? Now, next, let's start with the uniforms. First of all, let's start with the arguably, or not even arguably, the worst uniform that we're getting on this update. It's the dominie uniform. You only get 1 skill change, though the stats on the uniform bonus are pretty nice. You get 30% chance to increase critical damage by 100% on critical attacks, and it will increase chain hit damage by 15% when attacking. So let's go ahead and actually let me go back for a second and see the skills and see if the third skill gets any change. What the hell? Never mind, I have to find her again. There she is. Skills. Third skill. So the immunity goes up when you max it out, and the reflect will increase as well, but not the maximum attack that you can reflect. So yeah, you gotta max it out. And this says that it will reflect this percentage of all damages unconditionally, independent of the defense effect of the specimen. So maybe this might mean that it will work on World Boss Ultimate and it will not care about their defense. Still, we'll have to see about that. The first skill, the second skill, the fourth skill, and the fifth, you don't really need to increase their level, or actually the fourth you kind of need to, because it will increase the chance of missing attacks. So that's actually really good. So basically, the third and the fourth are going to be the only skills you max out. But yeah, let's preview the skills. Basically, I'm only going to preview the third skill. But yeah, let's use the third. Boom, it will have some hits. That's the only change. The fourth and the fifth should be the same. The only thing that will change is basically her looks and the third skill. That's it. It's really just a shadowing character still, so that sucks, but whatever. I'm still gonna get her. It makes her look pretty freaking dope, and yeah, these freaking details are really good. And just for the fact that I have enough crystals probably, or I will have enough crystals to do that by her, I mean, I will definitely do that. Now next, let's go with Cable. This uniform will change like 4 skills for him, I think. And by the way, when skill Plasma Shower, which is the 5th skill, is used, it will increase chain hit damage by 30% instead of 10 or 15. I think it was 10 percent when attacking. So this is like 20% more, and it will enhance the effects of skill focus shot. This wasn't on the old uniform. This will increase the penetration by 5 more percent. So that is definitely really good. And then we have 4 skill changes, which are I'm gonna check out on the skill tree here. So these are maxed out. Let's see. The first skill will have a 100% chance to remove the area when an enemy is placed in special effect, like HP recovery, time freeze, shield, barrier, all damage immune, reflect, or all attack, and stuff like that. The second skill will increase critical rate by 30%. The third skill will have the damage accumulation. It didn't really change. The guard didn't change, and I think the heal is the same. The passive, as you can see, it's 80% now, thanks to the uniform. The fourth is very fucking important. It will give him all defense down, which will ignore immunity, which means it will work in World Boss Ultimate. That is very good news. Holy shit. And that's about it. Let me just show you the skill preview, and I think you can still use the same rotation and it will still work. This gun really looks like the dubstep gun from Saints Row 4. Just saying. So the fourth, you can cancel it out as soon as the summons appear. And let me try if I can cancel it out as soon as I activate it. Nope, you can't do it that way. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of cancel it, but not as soon as you click on it, because that wouldn't work. Or at least, I guess the only time you can definitely be sure to cancel it is when he jumps back. As soon as you see him jump back, you will know that the summons will still appear. Let me just do it. Right there, you can cancel it and do the same rotation, wait on the fifth, and when the proc is about to expire, you either move or you do the first skill. It's way better to just move around, but the first skill is also pretty cool to look at, so I would kind of want to do it sometimes. I'm definitely going to make videos testing all of these new characters and all new uniforms when or on other days. I'm basically doing this at 5 a.m. exactly 5 freaking a.m. and yeah, I have to go to my job and my master's degree and shit like that, so yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, this uniform is definitely a must buy from the old defense down, and the penetration increase, the chain hit increase, it definitely makes him better. I guess Domino is a hard pass. I will get it just because I maybe can. I will see how many crystals I'll have basically, but yeah. Next, it's Deadpool. Um, as some of you may know, when I was watching the live stream, I thought this uniform is gonna be bad because they didn't mention that the first skill still had the old defense down. They mentioned that the fourth got old defense down, but I thought that it didn't get old defense down on the first skill, and I thought this was gonna be like in a way better than the X-Force uniform, but as a striker it would be worse because he wouldn't have, or she wouldn't have all defense down on the first skill. But this changes everything. This uniform is freaking worth it. It's a must buy, okay? It's freaking good. I swear. You have all defense down on the first skill. You have freaking stun, critical rate increase here. You have all defense down on third skill, super armor and all defenses increase. You have all defense down on the freaking fourth skill. Decrease to all speeds, paralyzes, freaking I don't know, man. That's a lot of freaking all defense down on 3 skills right now, and also the tier 3 skill that makes it that makes it so that she has 4 all defense down skills. It will increase all attack, all speeds, and critical rate. This is probably the same, and the 5th is gonna be the same for sure. But yeah, holy shit. The leadership probably didn't change at all. They didn't say that it did. Let me see the uniform list anyway. Right here. So the uniform bonus will increase guaranteed dodge rate by 10%. That's actually good, and it will increase her HP by 10%. That's also good. But yeah, the tier 2 passive changed. The passive changed as well. This probably went up by 5 or 10%. On this one, probably the skill damage or bonus damage changed a bit, or maybe he got some critical rate guaranteed increase higher. I don't know for sure, but I know that the heal didn't really change. But yeah, holy shit, man, this uniform is definitely worth buying. Yeah, forget about the X-Force uniform, but this uniform will have only one really bad thing. Not really bad thing, but really only one bad thing, and that is the skill rotation. We'll probably have to change it, okay? The reason being that when you use the 4th, you don't get the old defense down until the very end when the explosions happen. That's when they got the old defense down. As you can see right here, this is the old defense down. So earlier you would go like 4, cancel 5, you would wait for 5th skill to be over, you would do 1, 2, and the 2nd skill is kind of slower now. You would do the 3rd skill, and then you would do 4 again, cancel 5. But this time we'll have to change the rotation, because you definitely have to let the 4th play out. So I'm guessing that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna cancel the 4th anymore. I'm gonna go like 4, wait till the end, do the 5th skill real quick, and then cancel out the 1st into the 3rd, something like that, and then the 4th again. We'll see how well that plays out with the CTP of destruction that I have on her when I get the update, when we get the update, and when I get the uniform. But yeah, we'll have to see about the 4th skill's damage as well, because it's kind of slow now. We'll have to see how that plays out on Wolbas Ultimate. But yeah, it is very, very interesting to see, man. But still, such a good upgrade anyway. I would have loved if she was a new character and not just a uniform. But yeah, she looks really good, and the damage must be better for sure. Anyway, I think now we should go with Apocalypse. It's the newest tier 3 on the game, and let's first check out the skills. Or actually, let's go to the uniform list and see the uniform effects first. So he gets 20% ignore defense, and it will enhance the effect of the skill Celestial Armor, which is the passive, the 4-star passive, which will increase will decrease all damage received by 45% instead of 25, so 20% more. The super armor and all defenses are the same. So basically, the first skill didn't change. The second skill changed, and this is where you get the summons now instead of the fifth. The third skill changed, and it has all attack, all defense, and all speed buff with immunity for 5 seconds. The fourth skill changed, and now he mind controls the enemy for 4 seconds. It will deal bleed. Their damage that the enemy receives will increase by 6% for 4 seconds. He will have all defense down. Holy shit, will work on Wolbas ultimate as well. He will have silence, incapacitation, stun, and the heal is now on the fourth instead of the fifth. So that is really good, and you can move when using this skill. So that is also interesting, but I don't think we'll use it that way. The fifth will have all speeds decrease, stun, and invincibility for 3 seconds. Of course, the leadership skill didn't really change, or the tier 2 passive didn't really change either. Now let's see the tier 3 skill. He has paralyzed, stun, burn damage, the 80% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune, invincibility effect for 7 seconds, invincibility for 7 seconds as well for himself, and it will increase damage by 100% for 1 attack, which is pretty good. But yeah, that is definitely interesting. Let's see the skills now. I think, but I'm first going to show you the skills and then I'm going to tell you what I think. The first skill is the same, basically. It's the long iframe. The second skill is a small iframe at the beginning and summons the summons that he has. The third skill is kind of long. It has the immunity or invincibility, I don't remember, but it is not cancelable, so that definitely sucks. Let's use the fourth skill now. It is an iframe. It's not a long iframe. Let's see if I can move around. Nope, I can't, even though it said that I could. That's weird. But yeah, let's use the fifth now. There you go, he becomes huge and hits the enemy just like the fifth for Iceman. But yeah, sorry about that. I've been drinking beer to keep myself awake. Or wait, that makes me sleepy. That's smart. Still better than hurting throat, because I've been live streaming for like 2 hours and a half, and this has been like half an hour of recording this video as well. But yeah, like before, his rotation would be 4, 3, 2, 1, and you would cancel everything into the first skill, like 4 cancel 3, cancel 2, cancel 1. But that doesn't work anymore as much because the third skill isn't cancelable. It will remove all the damage. So what I was thinking would probably be like 4 cancel 2, 4 cancel 5, cancel actually 1, not the tier 3 skill. Never mind, that's my bad. Actually, you can cancel the tier 3 skill into the rotation, so I guess you could do that when the tier 3 skill is available. So usually you would go 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you do 4, 2, 5, 1. That's my opinion, at least. 4, 2, 5. But that's the place where you would be able to cancel as soon as you see him get big. Not before that, because that way you would cancel the fact that he would get huge and slam the ground. If you cancel it too fast, it's not gonna happen, as you can see right here. So I don't know if that will trigger the proc too soon. We'll have to see about that. Let's do that again. Right here you cancel into it, and that's how you get it. Let's see if I can do the same thing but with the tier 3 skill. And the tier 3 skill you can cancel immediately into the first skill. It will still have this damage anyway. And this time let me just use all of the skills so that I can trigger the tier 3 skill again, just so that you guys can see the tier 3 skill animation. It's not really such a cool skill. It doesn't have a lot of effects, as you saw, but I don't know, it may probably have a lot of damage. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, that was the freaking skill. I don't know, was expecting something more, but it's still really nice. Now let's go with the next new things. I'm guessing the next thing to talk about would be maybe the new items that we got. So right here we have new look at this guy. Can you kick the other Cynic Alex from the Alliance? Hello Cynic Alex, I don't know if you've seen this, but yeah. I know you're here. Anyway, so as I was saying, let's go into the card collection, or the card or old cards. And these are the three new three new premium cards. Holy shit, they were real. They didn't lie to us. So we have all attack, all defense, and max HP on this one. It's not really a good card. Here you can get or ignore defense or attack speed as good stats. Here you can get critical damage or critical rate as good stats. And lastly, energy attack on this one as the best one. But yeah, not really that great. This is actually a really good card as well. Here you can get physical attack or ignore defense. Here you can get critical damage or attack speed. And on the last one, the best you can get is the recovery rate. Okay, this is the only bad thing about this card. Otherwise, it would be a perfect card. But yeah, they weren't a lie. It's kind of late, but it was true. This one is almost the best card, but not quite. So all attack, ignore defense, critical damage, really good stats. The first one you would probably go with attack speed. Second one you would probably go with critical rate. And on the last one, actually this is the best card. Never mind. You would go with energy attack or physical attack, and you would have almost the perfect freaking card. But yeah, these were the three new premium cards that we're getting. They also have a new card collection right here. They will give you 3% of attack speed if you have all three of them at Mythic. Pretty cool for whales. I personally don't care. Next, we have the new freaking CTPs. Yep, we have new CTPs, okay? You can check them out right here on the CTP rolling, chest rolling thingy. Now let's start from the worst one, the CTP of Insight. Look at this. So you get max HP, all defense, and then a 10% chance when attacking that will apply to all allies. It will increase damage dealt to superhero types by 20% for 5 seconds, and the damage dealt to supervillain types by 20% for 5 seconds. Duplicate coverage of the CTP's overall effect on team members is not allowed. So basically, having to support two characters that have this CTP will not stack them on top of each other, because this works on all allies. The sad thing about this is, first, I thought this would be a CTP that you would equip onto support characters like Shuri, just to increase her support. But we will have to see whether the application works in a way that you could have Shuri in the team, and this will still activate when you're, for example, attacking with Deadpool as your main damage dealer in Wolbas Ultimate. But if that doesn't happen, this is basically a CTP that works for Alliance Conquest and Alliance Tournament. Okay, that's for the whales, that's for the people who want to really compete there. But yeah, it's a cool new CTP. We don't have the CTP of Transcendence anymore. We don't have the CTP of Patience anymore. I don't really know what they also removed else. I cannot really notice. But anyway, if you see it, tell me. Now let's go with the CTP of Greed. This is probably a timeline-based kind of CTP. You get a guard break immunity. You get ignore dodge. This is good against the Quicksilver probably, and Spidey 2099 or just Spider-Man. Man, my throat hurts. After that, you get freaking 10% of healing, so basically PvP for sure. And then you get 150% increased damage dealt against combat and blast types, and also 150% increased damage dealt against speed and universal types. Now this is tricky. I'm thinking you will not be able to get 150 on both at the same time, unless you're very fucking lucky. So you have to plan this out and see, like for example, if you have Quicksilver, or if you have, let's see, if we have Thanos and you want to be able to kill Quicksilver, you will have to prioritize this speed and universal type side and have this higher. If you want to kill Jean, you will have to prioritize this one. if you want to be able to kill everyone, you won't have to reroll till you get the perfect stats, 150 on both. But yeah, this is basically a timeline kind of CTP, and the cooldown is a bit higher than the others. It's 12 seconds, so I don't know how that will work out anyway. But yeah, lastly, we have the last CTP of that we're getting, and it's the CTP of Judgment. This is a bit late, and I hate them for doing this. It is just a little bit late, because this is perfect for like 2 of the characters that have CTPs of Rage on my account, and probably the third other character that just got it, Neymar. Basically, this is a CTP for characters with elemental damage. It will give them all attack increase, it will give them chain hit damage dealt increase. It will have a 10% chance when attacking to decrease all resistance by 30, so that works for both cold resistance or fire resistance and stuff like that. And at the same time, it will also increase damage to all element damage by 200%. So that means it's pretty much the same as the Rage CTP. Not exactly the same. The Rage CTP is going to be still the king of CTPs, but this would make it so that you would, instead of giving Rage to Luna or Jean, you could give them the CTP of Judgment. They would still have enormous damage, and you would be saving the CTP of Rage for characters like Thanos, who don't have actual elemental damage, or Iron Man, or I don't know, stuff like that. So that is a bit late, man. I just gave my CTP of Rage to Namor, though Namor would still need a CTP of Rage, because without the uniform he doesn't have fire damage, so he is still good with the CTP of Rage. But Jean, for example, she has mind damage, and before she had fire damage, and probably with later uniforms she'll still have fire damage again, and this would still work with both or all of the options, because this works with all element damages and all resistance decreases. So this would be perfect for Jean and Luna, probably Thor, any other future character with elemental damage. Maybe if you gave this to what's his name, Molten Man, he would be able to do some really nice damage. But if you had Namor and you give him the CTP of Rage, he's probably the king of ABX for you, for combat hero and villain day, if you have his uniform as well. So yeah, this is actually the best CTP that the best new CTP that we got. This one, the CTP of Judgment. It's a bit late though, but yeah, whenever I get a new one, I'm probably gonna give it to maybe Scarlet Witch, or I don't know, any other character with elemental damage that has a lot of damage, apart from Jean and Luna, which already, or who already have this CTP of Rage for me. So yeah, to be honest, I think I'm done with most of them. I don't even know if there's anything else I need to talk about right now. But yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. So main points: Slapstick, Paywall, Domino, don't get it. Gorilla Man, pretty good free new character. Teenage, wait a second, Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, pretty good character with damage accumulation. From the looks of it, I still haven't tested her out on Wolbas Ultimate and stuff like that, but still, pretty good character that you could get at tier 2 immediately in like 30 minutes. What else? So as I said, Domino, do not fucking buy it. Cable, definitely buy it. Deadpool, definitely buy the new uniform. And Apocalypse, of course, buy the new uniform if you have the crystals for it, because it actually is a costly uniform. I didn't even see the cost for Domino's uniform because it was already purchased, but let's see it from the amount of all attack and all defense that it will give you. This gives you like 15%. So I don't remember, is that like a 750 uniform or what? I think it is a 750 uniform, right? Wait a second. No, it's actually a 1050 uniform, so that definitely sucks. So I'm guessing I was looking at this guy that had a 20% increase thanks to the fact that he's a premium. He has premium uniform like Thanos and Jean. So I don't know about him. We'll have to see when I test him out. Basically, that's the same for all the characters that I listed with the uniforms, because we still haven't tested them out. Even though Deadpool has 3 all defense down skills now, apart from the tier 3 skill, the 4th applies it at the end of the skill, so we don't know how well that will play out. Apocalypse has all defense down, but we don't know how much better he is because he doesn't have a lot of iframes, and we don't know which rotation to go with yet because we just got this. But yeah, this is still pretty cool. For Cable as well, we don't know how well that will translate into damage. Domino for sure do not get it. It's probably going to be a 1050 uniform, and it only changes one skill and gives her the uniform option bonus. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is probably it for this video. I don't want to make it longer than it already is. New freaking CTPs, new cards, a different way of looking for ISO 8s, freaking obelisks, Urus, type enhancement kits. Looks better. New characters and uniforms, everything's great. The tier 3 skill for Apocalypse. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll leave you guys to the giveaway part of this video. And I think the first code, or the first keyword for the next giveaway should be new. Okay. And yeah, I'll leave you to the giveaway winner announcement part of this video in like 2 seconds. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay guys, so 2 more seconds. I almost freaking forgot. I actually forgot I recorded the giveaway winner part of this video, and then I remembered we also have some news for the world boss freaking ultimates and the systems. This is actually really insane and cool. First of all, we have Apocalypse and Cable unlocked for their ultimate look. I haven't unlocked them here, but yeah, they look freaking nice. Holy hell, god damn it, this is really cool. Finally, Apocalypse and Cable are finished, and probably soon Supergiant will be gone as well. Finally, I don't know, but yeah, that's the first things. Now, as well as the fact that we have the raid level, now what we're getting is a freaking conquer level. So basically, apart from the fact that we have the raid level, which is an overall stat building, leveling up thanks to doing any of the world boss ultimates, now we have a separate level which is called the conquer level for each separate boss. Even apparently even Supergiant, that doesn't have her ultimate phase or stage unlocked at all. Let's check this one out. So I checked before. It's not gonna be an upgrade or one level up for each time you play. The first time is gonna be an immediate level up, or at least that's what it gave me while doing the stage 41 of Call Obsidian. But the second time when I tested it again on the first stage, it only got it up to a quarter. So you'd have to play the first stage 4 times to get to level 3. But basically what happens is each time you level up you get 50 BAM, and for each 5th level up of the Conquer level you get 15 Valor. That's a guaranteed reward, and there are 100 levels here. So just by playing daily the same boss, you will increase this level, and you'll get guaranteed rewards like Valor, that's for sure, and BAM. And then on the 5th you will get like guaranteed booty chests, CCFs, blessings, and that's pretty much it. It will just go like that till level 100. And the same thing goes for the other bosses. So basically you would have like 100 levels for each boss, and there's a lot of bosses here, so there's a lot of work to do, and there's a lot of valor to be gained, which will definitely help clear bosses easier and faster over time. So that is really cool. Apart from the old system with the raid that would work on all bosses, now we have singular level up system for each boss, which will help with the valor of every boss. Like, it's not just going to increase the valor for only that boss, or maybe it will. We really don't know. Maybe this increased valor by 15 won't go towards the it won't go here towards the raid level. It may just go right here, where it will only apply to that separate boss. But I definitely do not know for sure, because maybe this will just be combined, and it will increase the valor in here for all the bosses, or maybe it will just go for one separate boss. I definitely have to see over time. We definitely have to see over time when we get the update. I don't think I will get to level 5 with any of the bosses on this short amount of time that we have test build for available for. But anyway, it is. I'm basically not gonna change my strategy. I really would love to play with the X-Men World Boss Ultimates, but the materials are still capped, so that doesn't really make me wanna waste resources into those clears. Right here, as you can see, the cap is 3,000, so it definitely sucks still. But yeah, let's go back in here, and basically what I will do from now on is gonna be the same thing. I clear this guy with Doctor Strange once, I clear Ebony with Jean once, I clear Proxima with Deadpool once, and I clear Corvus with Luna once, and Quicksilver another time. And it definitely depends. If the boss of the day is Proxima, I will go with Quicksilver there as well, just to clear her twice to get the extra rewards maybe. If this guy is the boss of the day, I will probably ditch Quicksilver for Scarlet Witch to be able to do 55 with her there. So basically, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna still keep farming only these 4 bosses. I'm gonna keep doing that, and that way I will be able to increase their separate levels gradually, slowly, day by day, and that's basically the only way and the best way to farm on this game. Just slowly and gradually, everything will be easier. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to the giveaway winner announcement video for real right now. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. 1 and 2. Okay guys, so let's get the freaking link of the last video. Use the keywords, which were double dragon. Yep, and we have 22 people who are eligible to win. And let's start the raffle right now. It's 5:30 a.m. Man, the winner is Prince Camacho, probably. Double dragon. Hyped for the update, especially the uniforms and freaking love emojis or stuff like that. But yeah, congrats bro, join Discord and PM me there so that I can give you the codes. But yeah, until the next time when I do another video, I'll do other giveaways as well, so don't worry guys. I know we have a lot of new subscribers from the live stream. Thanks for subscribing, and don't worry, we'll be having a new giveaway soon. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye bye.